What's going on, guys? This is Tom Crown Boxing TV channel, and I'm here to talk about the biggest card coming up in next year on February. The main event would be Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. Okay, guys. So we're here to talk about the rematch, and we're here to talk about multiple things and how this can play out. So the way it can play out is in multiple ways. So one way it can play out is we're basically going to see the same fight. Um, Both guys had a good game plan, and we're just going to see the same thing, and we're going to see if who just does the better job. But these guys are elite boxers, and elite boxers, they always adjust. So if it goes another way, another scenario I can see is Dmitry Bivol is going to be willing to push more, to willing to exchange more, because Beterbiev was pressuring him, but Bivol was boxing him very well. But he's just going to have to make it more known to the judges that he's exchanging, so he doesn't have Artur Beterbiev's pressure, blind the judges, as this is what they pretty much went off of because of the CompuBox stats. Bivol did outland Beterbiev, but I mean, it is what it is. And then another way I can see it, and this is the one I'm gonna have to bet on, and that is ending in a stoppage. Now, who is the one that's most likely gonna end it in a stoppage? And that's, yes, you guessed it, Artur Beterbiev. As you guys can see, the last fight, Artur Beterbiev was coming off a rehab, healing his knee. Yes, you heard that right. He was coming off an injury, and Beterbiev still looked really good. And not just that, the guy's 40 years old. So, you consider all those factors. Um, Man, I believe Beterbiev can stop Bivol. He already understands Bivol's movements. And these guys have high amateur pedigrees. So when you have high amateur pedigrees, you're more technical, because Beterbiev is a boxer puncher. He's not just a puncher; he's a boxer puncher. Bivol's a elite boxer. And what Beterbiev is going to have to do is he's going to have to cut off the ring beautifully, going to have to find a way to time Bivol, and Bivol's going to be moving using his superior footwork to get out of the way. And Beterbiev has to land, and he's going to have to go to the body early, because both these guys have elite stamina. So if Beterbiev adjusts as well, father time doesn't catch up, and his knee is a lot better, I see a stoppage, because Beterbiev is a killer. Beterbiev, let me just say this. The division in 175 should be grateful Beterbiev is not in his prime, because Beterbiev in his prime beats everyone, and that includes Andre Ward, Sergey Kovalev, all those guys in their primes. When those guys were in their primes, Beterbiev was still in the amateurs. He had an extensive amateur career. Artur Beterbiev could have been undisputed a lot sooner if he came into the game sooner. You know, he was just, I think he was just trying to get those Olympic medals into, into his arsenal. But I mean, we'll see what happens, guys. February, we also have other matches, like we have the Virgil Ortiz versus Madrimov. I'm going to have to give the win to Madrimov. I just think he's very experienced, very technical. He almost won in my opinion, he had a draw against Terrence Bud Crawford. Then we have Joseph Parker versus Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois, or Dubois, whatever the fuck, however the fuck you say his name. That fight, I believe it's whoever's hungry. Daniel's coming off, very good momentum, beating Anthony Joshua, who is one of the biggest boxing stars that we have today. So he for sure should have a lot of confidence. But at the same time, Joseph Parker is really good. He's able to avoid those power shots like he did against Deontay Wilder. So we know what Daniel Dubois did to Anthony Joshua, and he landed his power shots to the chin. And Joseph Parker can evade that, and he could capitalize, if Daniel Dubois starts early, trying to knock him out. And then another fight we have on here is we have Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield. So this guy's coming from Golden Boy. Stevenson's coming from Matchroom Boxing. So pretty much, you can expect either two things: an exciting fight or a snooze fest kind of fight. Both these guys, they're very good boxers. Shakur is more of a pure boxer. Like he. Let's just say when you're a pure boxer, you're not really like very entertaining, especially if you're so defensively sound. Um, yeah. I expect you know, on in the actual fight, for Schofield to miss the majority of the fight and just lose. It'll be a snooze fest, and I'm assuming the end of this fight might get a lot of boos. It'll just be a clear victory. But for me, as a betting man, I'm just gonna bet on Floyd Schofield because he is good, and this is his first time stepping up in competition. And you never know what happens, man. So I'm definitely gonna add him to my parlay just because I do know we haven't seen him in his full potential, and we'll see what he does when he's tested in this level. There's also more fights on the card. I only mentioned the ones that are gonna get more attention. If you maybe I'll end up breaking that down, but I just want to be put out there, how I think this card will go. So I'm gonna give you guys my picks on those fights that I mentioned. So for Artur Beterbiev versus Bivol, I'm gonna be picking Beterbiev by a stoppage. And Schofield versus Stevenson, I'm gonna go with Schofield. And Daniel Du Bois versus Joseph Parker, I'm gonna go with Joseph Parker. So I'm gonna be betting on all those. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do money line, but I'll see. But those are gonna be my picks. Um, I'm not saying that these guys will win, but this is just so because I believe some of these guys are underdogs, and I'm pretty sure this would be a good payout. But I mean, if you want to be on the safe side, I'm pretty sure it would be Dmitry Bivol, um, Stevenson, and then Daniel Du Bois. But um, you know, you don't always want to do safe betting. Well, at least in my opinion, because I'm trying to get the bag. But I mean, for me, those other picks are my picks, and let's just have a good show, and see who wins because these are the best fighting the best, and this is what we need to see. So, anyways, guys, have a good day, and I'll be releasing more videos soon.